Yo.
What happened to Black?
What happened to Black?
Black got lazy and never came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the Errol Leach Show in association with Stay Connected TV. Please subscribe, your likes and your reads. It doesn't cost a dime. We're just looking for your opinions and your likes.
Y'all have said, man, like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Yes.
Like, comment, and subscribe, man. We want to hear your point of view, man. Nice show, man. You know we talking about that boy Errol Spence,
yes.
Junior. Yeah. So man, what you got for me, man? How you feel about the fight, bro?
How I feel about the fight, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of like disappointed, you know what I'm saying? Because I like both fighters. Let me put it to you like that first and foremost. But at the time, I placed my bet on Errol Spence to take the belt, the title. And he disappointed me, you know what I'm saying, from his performance, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying I still wouldn't back him or nothing like that or what, you know, support him. But that hurt the world out there that day. That Saturday, the 29th.
Yeah.
Hurt the world, bro. I'm still feeling it.
Think so?
Still feeling it. I know Errol Spence is feeling it too.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
I think I got a little bit of that after the fight blues or whatnot. You know, I'm diehard, man. I'm diehard. So when I say I'm diehard, that means I'm working out with the fighter. I may run a couple of days, you know what I mean? And it's embedded into my head. I'm looking at what they doing, how they moving, what they listening to, their type of music. I'm rocking with them. It's like a big pep rally for me for the next 2 months. Cause usually, you just working back to the house and stuff like that. But when you got a big football game or a fight coming up or a basketball championship or something of the sort, then it's different, man. You get the butterflies, you know what I'm saying? You get the glow, and then when it come up to the big dance, it's like, man, we finally here.
Right. And I finally made it.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely. I won't say I was disappointed. I was. I was petrified, man. I mean, I was. It was like I was in a damn nightmare. Realistically, just in a nightmare, man. I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
Watching the daggone fight, man, and I'm like, it's like I got the cover up over my head, and I'm like, no, that didn't happen. That didn't just happen, and that's what it was like the whole time. Like, all right, well, maybe I'm tripping. I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then you wake up and it's like, oh man, it's happening.
It's almost over.
Oh, is it happening? And, yeah. All of the highlights come back to my mind. The Gervonta Davis statement of, if one person's got the metal shield and one person's got the glass shield, man. I think about that statement. I think about, a lot of these fighters, comparisons, I think about the fish fry statement. I think about Errol Spence, like the moment when you like, okay, on my life, you know what I'm saying? You not beating me, you know what I'm saying? You not stopping me, you know what I mean? And then when you get and you go back to the fight, it's like, well, what happened? What happened? I mean, what do you say happened? What did your eyes see?
What my eyes see, I don't know, man. Like, he wasn't himself, man. That's what I seen. You know what I'm saying? He stepped in there with good intentions, but he wasn't himself. He wasn't the Errol Spence I seen before the fight.
And so, to that point, did you see anything during the press conference all week? You been seeing little different things on YouTube? And,
nah, I ain't seen nothing. I thought he was ready, bro.
Right. So when he got in there, what did you think, man? It's just a lack of a plan. You know, a lack of a plan.
The way it went down, bro, it'll make a lot of people think a whole lot. Some people probably. Some people might say he took it on the chin. You know what that means, right? He took a dive.
Just took the L. But shit,
for the money for the rematch.
Yeah, but shit, man, he took a dive and an ass whooping. I mean, if you
wasn't that bad for all that money though.
Shit.
30 million, you wouldn't have got that ass whooped, man, and you would get a whole new face and body and everything.
To a point, you know what I'm saying? He probably thinking about I guess if you already had a car crash, you know what I'm saying, then they already got your face reconstructed and you look brand new as ever anyway, you know, it won't hurt to do it again, but it just comes to the fact of, like, man, now I'm playing my life. You know what I mean?
Say that. You playing with my life?
I mean, rematch. What you think?
It depends on if he got some real serious issues upstairs, like he can't fight no more.
You think that was the case on Saturday night?
It could be. Who knows? We don't know yet.
I mean, timing shit. I mean,
these doctors are saying he shouldn't have fought, right?
Right, they saying he shouldn't have fought, but he's saying his timing was off.
So he shouldn't have fought.
I mean, his timing was off. What that mean? It just wasn't the right time to fight. The fight shit was high tonight.
Under the influence or something where he
that's one point that everybody keeps saying. I mean, they keep saying that he was high. They made the joke about, you know, the ear shrooms from the Mike Tyson pack and the whole Mike Tyson pack, you know, that was given to him and things like that. You know, and in fact, if he, you know what I'm saying, was intoxicated, I think they check for all of that stuff before a fighter fights, don't they? That's at the final weigh-in.
So, man.
The final weigh-in, different things like that.
I think they already test them for drugs.
Right, but you got when they test them afterwards too.
Yeah, if that come up, that's an issue. Right,
so they gotta test them afterwards too. So I mean, but I don't see it being a drug issue, and then you get in there and get your ass whooped. Now it's different talks of, you know, okay, well, he's a Texan, you know, he's a drunk around town, you know what I mean? That's what he's doing in his off time. You know, you hear him in these interviews. They like, you know, he's a drunk. He's been drinking a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now he's got him some animals. He's trying to find some different stuff to do. You know what I mean? Since the accident. Yeah. So the accident has led him into doing different things other than drinking. Right. And so with that being said, I just don't think that him coming to the event intoxicated is it's not far-fetched. Now, it's not far-fetched looking from how relaxed he was, you know, and to me it's untelling when people bring facts like that up. It's untelling what the doctors have said, or, you know, hey, take a dab of this or do a little bit of this and make you relax before the fight, you know, do this. Shit, he could relax and that shit just killed this whole damn neurology. Like, okay, man, you won't feel a thing, man. He gonna hit you like 8 times, you know.
Like 8 blows to the face and won't feel nothing.
Won't feel nothing, man. Like, for 30 million, I mean, you got that side of it. I mean, I'm not going towards that side. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not going towards the side of, oh, okay, I think my man, you know, he drugged or something like that. I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that at all. You know, I mean, I'm with the fact that, you know, with the rehydration clause, they knew it would be hard for him to, you know what I mean, to rehydrate his body once they took all of the water out to make weight. Because I think, what is it, 24 hours?
Yeah.
That you got to rehydrate your body and all of that stuff like that.
I think 24 hours.
24 hours. So, you know, you weigh in and you got a whole 24 hours. Man, that it's crazy, man, because how in the world do you train a body to just be on point to where it's like, okay, now it's fight time, I'm about to go kick some ass, and then I'll be back to chill mode afterwards. Like, that's a lot of strengthening and conditioning, you know, to be putting your body through, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm more on the side of, you know, him being not hydrated, you know, from the weight loss. And it may be weakening him because it seemed like, you know, he was getting thrown around or tossed like a little rag doll.
Right.
The breakdown of what I've heard people break it down, the way that the fighters are losing the weight, because he's dropping, you gotta think he's coming from 40, I think 186, 87 he walk around at, coming all the way down to 47. And then that's over time, and then now you about to get these 67 pounds off of you just from water, and now these trainers are trained to get this body or this water off of your body.
Yeah.
So now you get all of the water off of your body, you make the weight, but that's all you are, is just like just muscle. Now what I'm saying is, you got 24 hours to rehydrate after that weigh-in, but you know what I mean? Is 24 hours enough? After going
I don't really think so.
That's what I'm saying.
They need more time.
Right, that's what I'm
really
saying.
To fully hydrate.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, as
to
a whole,
to normal standards.
How you feel about him?
What, the style?
Yeah, like, yeah,
Terrence. I like his style, you know.
But yeah, because the comment was he was real, you know, slippery. You know what I mean?
Nah.
That's what. So you saying So you feel like he is?
He's a good fighter, man. He deserves what he got, man.
Yeah. Just, I mean, but he basic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, then you know, he remind, like I said, I always, and I say it more than once, he remind me of that punch out, that Mike Tyson punch out game, man. Because that I was saying that on my podcast earlier, man. Doggone, all of the characters had them big bubble heads, man.
Yeah.
Marvin Hagler, you remember Nintendo, and you think about Marvin Hagler, man.
Yeah.
Them heads was shaped just like them Marvin Hagler head, man. And it was hard. Boy, it was some hard heads, man. So hard hitting back in the days, man. But just this whole, like I said, this whole thing about Spence being high, we X that out. You know, the thing about, you know what I'm saying, the rehydration clause, like, yeah, man, I do feel like it was a major factor, man, that just zapped him of some energy. I do think that it may be easier for him to make 154 and a whole lot more comfortable, and he might feel a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, a little bit more full, you know what I mean, feel like that big pit bull that's in the ring again, you know what I mean, that could toss you around, you know. And like, I looked at Rainwater interview and what he said about Errol Spence, because he said he was, you know, he been knowing Errol Spence since 2nd grade. So I looked at the Rainwater interview, and you know, he said he was 2 grades above Spence, a little older than Spence. Spence is, you know, playing sports with his cousins. Yeah. So it's like, you know, he knew him. They all had to go to the same place for the games and stuff like that. But but I heard what Rainwater said about Spence. That was a comment that I really I took some insight from, in knowing who Spence was. That's why I got the fact that, you know, he was like doing a lot of drinking, you know what I'm saying? He'll be the guy that dress up and go out to the spot, you know what I'm saying? But when he get to the spot, he like, you know what I'm saying? He don't leave the spot like he, you know what I'm saying, like he came. Right. You be dragging him out because he be twisted and shit like that, toe up or whatnot, you know. I mean, people have been saying different things, but the one thing that I do want to say is that, hey man, Errol Spence is a freaking gladiator, man.
Yes.
I think that Tank was accurate about the metal shield, you know. I just think he had an overnight, you know, as far as, you know, if something is wrong with, you know, as far as medically inclined, I pray for his safety, and I'm glad that he made it through this war. You know, will he be able to do it this second go round? Can he avenge, you know, the belts?
Yes, in the rematch, of course, he can avenge the belt. I feel he got it on.
And would this be the fight that would end his career, or that he could retire on?
What, the rematch?
Yeah, rematch, get the belts, and retire.
If that's what he wanted to do, but since he said he a gladiator, I don't think he's going to retire if he retain the belts.
I mean, with all of the trauma that he took from the Rex, and looking at and judging how he fought this fight, shit.
I mean, that's a good way for him to bow out gracefully.
Right.
It's a good time. It's a good time for him to bow out gracefully. The rematch and retire.
Rematch and retire.
Yeah.
I say rematch and retire. I mean, if you move up and you talking about fighting your stablemate, which will be Jamel or Jamal Charlo, or you know, fighting somebody else at 154, that, you know, proving that you know are the greatest of all times. I really think that goes only so far. You know, I mean, you could be the GOAT, and I think you could be the GOAT for a period of time, you know. Yeah. But I do think it's like a time where it's like, okay, look, man, I paid my, you know, detriment to society, or I paid, you know what I'm saying, my homage to society, you know. I'm a champion. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So I can let this thing, you know, finally go. I say rematch and retire.
Yeah.
I say
that's
rematch.
What I say.
Yeah, I say rematch and retire, man. You know.
Bottom line.
Yeah. That would, you know, $30 million off of this fight, you know, another $30 million off of the next fight, or who knows, it may even be bigger because he's trying to avenge those belts. And I mean, if you're a diehard Errol Spence fan like me, no matter what they saying, you know, I still rock with my boy. You know, I still rock with my boy. You know what I mean? I think he got some big shoes to fill, man. We all put our money and our hearts out there with him. You know what I'm saying? And I know him and his family is good. He's, you know. But we definitely, I feel like it's a lot of us out there. It's a good selection of people that really want to see, like, okay, man, listen, I'm about to go do this thing again, man. Let's put this money up and let's get this bag, homie. You know, again, let's run it. Still big fish to us, you know what I'm saying? Still big fish to me, man. You know, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Some people need a wake-up call, and preferably it's, you know, it's the second part, the part 2 to, you know, hey, I've been in a car accident. Now I got this humbling experience, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid, but I'm still getting a humbling experience because now the roles are flipped.
Yeah.
Now the roles are flipped. You know what I mean? Now it's like, okay, now I'm the A side, you know what I mean? Now you should be thanking me for taking this fight again. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the last thing Spence said to Terrence Crawford, you know, at the weigh-in, you know, you should be thanking me for this fight. And I get it. I get it to the extent of, you know, okay, you should be thanking me because I'm giving you more money and more opportunity than anybody's ever placed before you before. I get it from that point of view. In a fight, in a duo, all of the monetary adjustments or monetary agreements and things like that, I don't think that that's something that should be aired.
No.
Like during a press conference or, you know what I mean, or a weigh-in or something like that. I really don't think that that's something that should be talked about. But, you know, I think if you're going to talk shit and you're going to face off, I think you should just talk shit and face off. But whatever you did for somebody, let that be, you know, in secret. Like, okay, well, you know, all right, well, I know you gave me $3 million, you know what I'm saying, to do the fight, you know, plus half of the purse or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know it, you know it, you know, let's keep this agreement over here, you know. I didn't like, that's the only thing that I didn't like about my own man was the actual weigh-in to where Spence was like, okay, you know, you should be thanking me. Now, I do feel like, okay, it's a portion of this rematch to where Terrence Crawford has the right to say, okay, well, you know, I'm the A side now. Brian McIntyre, Bomac is definitely gonna be one of the ones that's gonna be like, hey, you know, we the A side. We choose this, we choose that, we choose the other. So just for the get back of everything that Terrence Crawford and Bomac feel like they went through, I want to watch this sequence of events because of the events for get back. And I think a lot of other people want to see the vengeful get back as well. You know, the point to where, hey, everything you did to me, now you know what it feel like. Now, but if you know, but I would like to see him learn that lesson. But I would still love to see Errol Spence victorious, and I like to see him, you know, be a stand-up champion that he is, man, and still be, you know, the stand-up guy that we all know him to be, you know, which is a gladiator, you know, a champion. That's who Errol Spence is to us. He's a gladiator and he's a champion, man. And if you think for 1 second, man, that homeboy don't got that shit down deep in his heart, man, you watch this damn rematch, man, because it's coming. They get cleared by September, man, and Spence said he want to fight in December, and they put it on for December, bro. Hey, man, New Year's to a 4-belt champion, man. He coming back for the belts. Y'all watch what I tell you, man. You know, I had the butterflies in my stomach, even coming up, leading to the fight. Just seeing glimpses of Terrence Crawford. Now that we see, we got to go back, you know what I'm saying, recoup, retrain, and come back in that mug gunning, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy DJ CK1, man. And you know who it is.
And your boy Eric Leach.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boys in K-Town, man.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out to my boys in St. Mary's. You know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
everybody worldwide.
Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Whit Bond, Ken Law, you know what I'm saying, New Jersey. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Texas, DeSoto, you know what I mean? Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska, man. Shout out to the World Boxing Federation, man. Shout out to all
the trade form.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to all the boxers all over the world, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all keep putting them up,
man.
You feel me, man? And stay safe out there, man. It's the Eric Leach Show.
Peace.
Bow.